Assalamu alaikum, everybody. We are addicted to answer. Think about the last time problem landed on your desk or in your life. Maybe sales were down, or your car broken, or your team was fighting. What was your very first instinct? If you are like most people, your instinct was to fix it immediately. We grab up the first solution that look halfway decent and we run with it. We equate speed with intelligence. But today, I want to argue that in the world of analytical reasoning, speed is not your friend. In fact, our obsession fixing thing fast is the reason we end up fixing the thing wrong. Imagine you own an office building. Your tenants are complaining. They say the elevator is too slow. We are waiting too long in the lobby. If you rush to solve this, you look up at the variable given speed. So you call an engineer, you upgrade the motor, you install a new algorithm, you spend $100,000 to make elevator 10% faster. But the complaint didn't stop. Why? Because you solve the problem as presented, not the problem as it exists. Now, imagine you use analytical reasoning. You didn't just look at the complaint, you observe the data, you watch the people in the lobby, you analyze their behavior and realize the problem isn't the elevator is slow. The problem is that the wait is boring. So instead of $100,000 motor, you install 500 floor to ceiling mirror in lobby. Suddenly people are looking themselves, fixing their ties, checking their hairs. The time flies. The complaints stop. This is the essence of analytical reasoning. It is not about knowing the answer, it about the discipline to question the question. True analysis required us to stop looking at the symptom. The elevator is slow and break the situation down into its component. There, there is a concept in reasoning called principle. It means boiling things down to most fundamental truth. In our example, the fundamental truth wasn't speed, it was perception of time. When we face a crisis, our brain screams, do something, but an analytical mind says, wait, let's take this apart. What is the data telling us? What are we assuming is true but might not be? Are we trying to put a band-aid on a broken leg? We live in a world of drowning data. We have spreadsheets for everything, but data is not same as insight. If you are looking at a spreadsheet, you see a mechanical failure. If you look at human standing in the lobby, you see psychological opportunity. Analytical reasoning concept connect these two dots. It bridges the gap between the hard numbers and the human reality. I once worked with a team that was trying to lower costs. They analyzed the numbers for weeks. They cut coffee, they cut travel, they cut software, morale tank, productivity drop. Cost actually went up because work wasn't get done. They analyzed the cost, but they failed to analyze the value. They forget that the cost was actually an investment in keeping people happy and hardworking. So, here is my challenge to you. The next time you face a difficult problem, whether it is a coding bug, a relationship issue, or a strategic crisis, you don't rush to the solution. Stop, take a breath, ignore the argue to fix it for just 5 minutes. Ask yourself, am I solving the problem of the slow elevator, or am I solving the problem of bored passenger? If you can learn to fall in love with problem rather than the solution, you won't just be smart, you will be wise. Thank you so much for listening.